What's up, y'all? I'm Colin Still, a local real estate agent here in the DFW area. And today, this is an intro discussing a new series I'm going to be rolling out. And this series is going to be dedicated towards educating people just like you on buying and selling a home without using a real estate agent. So, I did a lot of thinking on this topic, and I think this could be really valuable personally. The way the industry is headed and technology is evolving, there's AI, there's all of these services and platforms now. And I think it's a matter of time before there are enough tools at the regular person's disposal that the option to not use an agent will be far more feasible than it even is right now. And it's already become quite feasible right now if you're willing to give up some of the pros of working with an agent and deal with the cons of not working with an agent. And so, this is really dedicated towards those who are really dead set on just not using an agent. Like if you're selling, I don't want to pay the commission. And if you're buying it, or you're maybe wanting to be an investor, you want to be able to make your offer as appealing as possible. And so not having that agent in tow that the seller's got to cover a commission for will do that. So that's kind of the primary target audience. If you are also someone who is just looking to become more well versed in the acquisition of real estate, specifically residential, which is what I'm going to be talking about, you just want to kind of have a better idea of what's going on. Maybe you want to be able to make sure your agent is doing their job, what you should expect of them, kind of get a better idea of what the roles are, what makes a good agent good and a bad agent bad, and how you can filter those things down to be able to get a better agent. That's also going to be the type of person that this is going to be really valuable for, because I really do think it's going to come down to probably two different types of people who will watch this video and then make up their mind. They're going to watch this video, get the value, have the moxie and the drive, and be able to come back to these videos as resources and be willing to kind of stumble their way through this and get to the finish line without using an agent and go, man, that was really valuable, that saved me money, was worth the risk. Cool. There are some risks that come with representing yourself, obviously. The other type of person is going to be someone who goes, man, I just don't want to deal with the stress or the headache, or maybe your time is very valuable. You're already, seeing a lot of success, and you have a lot of properties maybe, or who knows, right? Maybe this is not your particular lane. You're quite successful in something else. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. And you go, man, my time is valuable. This isn't worth saving, a few thousand or a few $10,000s. And so I'd much rather just be able to identify a really good agent and be able to be like, that's you, go do your job, worth the commission. I don't want to deal with this. I have better things to do. My time is very valuable, and it's better served doing the things I know how to do. So I just need enough information in this area to be able to just kind of vet and filter down to a really good agent to entrust this job to them. So those are kind of the cases, I think, in which you're going to be basically be able to make an objective decision on which route you want to go. And specifically, if you are just like, nope, no agents, it's like car salesmen, realtors, right? And whatever, right? These are people I don't want to deal with. And so this is for you. This is definitely for you. And, I can't guarantee a perfectly smooth closing, but I can at least prepare you for what is to come if you choose to go the independent route and not work with an agent and represent yourself. First and foremost, this is not legal advice. I am not an attorney, okay? I am an experienced real estate agent who's been doing this for a long time, and I have the skills and the experience to back up what I'm going to be educating you on, and it's going to be very much focused on just real estate. So some of my prerequisites are I have been doing real estate for almost a decade. I've had my license. This is what I do full time now. Prior, I had the privilege to work with an attorney and manage his law firm. And it was a real estate specific law firm that did real estate, probate, and estate planning. So that really fed in to developing me as an agent. And I look at these agents right now running around and I'm like, dude, if you didn't mentor under an attorney or work with an attorney, like I don't even know how you're getting through your day half the time. I mean, I learned so much. And then another foundation in this industry, which is title and escrow. So I co-created and worked in title and escrow for or with an attorney as well for 5 years. So I have the really good understanding and background of being an escrow officer and co-creating that title company that I ran for 5 years. So that gives me a lot of insight into multiple lanes and areas within this industry that I think a lot of agents just don't understand. They might have the general gist of like what happens in escrow and title, but I was literally doing that, working on title commitments and clearing Schedule C and, managing the escrow and moving funds around. And so that was something that I got hands-on experience. And so when it comes to explaining what's going on behind the scenes or setting expectations with clients, I'm really good at that because I got my, experience in multiple areas within this industry. So that's kind of my prerequisites in this industry. But yeah, that's kind of the gist, guys. I really do. I think I was just thinking to myself, how can I really add value to my viewers on YouTube? What's something that's going to be worthwhile for them that can actually really help them? I did some searching. I did not see this anywhere on YouTube, and I was surprised. So I think this is something genuine that I can do to actually help you out. I think I'm probably going to get some slack for this. As an agent, a lot of people probably look at me and go, dude, are you like stepping on your own 2 feet here? Or is this something that how's this going to benefit you? And I truly believe that if you get a lot of value out of this, you may be the type of person that still wants to work with me because you don't want to deal with the headache, or it will still serve me that you're viewing this, and this is a way to remain relevant as things progress in this industry. And I think as technology advances and this industry is going to eventually evolve, I think most real estate agents that are like base level baby real estate agents, they're just not going to be able to add any value. And most people are going to start going a more non-traditional route. And I think the way to remain relevant is doing something similar to what I'm doing here, as well as one of the things that they're not going to be able to outsource at all, if ever, which is going to be interpersonal and relationship and connectivity, right? Those are things in the real estate world that are extremely valuable. Being able to know the right people, make the right calls, having those connections, whether you're an investor looking for good deals, sellers, whatever, right? Whether you're a seller and you want to be able to market the property and get as much exposure to buyers as possible, and there's all these other things in between A and Z in the transaction. There was a closing I had recently in December, so last month, of 2024. And it was a $500,000 home that I closed on. I was listing it, and there were all of these repairs that needed to be done, whether it was negotiated between us and the buyers or lender required repairs, right? And, my sellers, my clients, they don't have any of these connections. They don't know who to call. They're like, plumbers, okay, we can kind of just call a plumber and take care of that. But like, okay, great. So, it's like now we have all these specific repairs and drywall and baseboards and, maybe, it's like painting ceilings and, humidity damage or whatever, right? Water damage. And it's like, the typical person is just going to Google and call and probably get extremely expensive quotes. And, most of those people want to be paid right there on the spot. And my sellers were going through a divorce. A lot of money's locked up. They did not even have the money for a lot of this stuff. So, I fortunately had, good connections with people who could make those repairs, several of which were willing to wait till closing to be paid. And that way, the repairs were able to be done in advance to closing to meet the requirements of said closing for the buyers and the lender. So that's just one example of being, connected and having good relationship skills in this industry. Relationships are everything in this industry. That's one thing that they're not going to be able to like outsource away. So I think the best real estate agents who have like extremely good relationships and relationship skills and people skills, those agents are going to remain relevant for quite a while. But eventually the baseline baby agents who really don't even know what they're doing and aren't deserving of some of these fat commissions to begin with. The very simple, like put a sign in the yard and, draft up a contract and then I guess show up to closing with like a sign or whatever. I mean, Yeah, those people aren't going to be relevant for much longer, especially with the technology developing. So, as things progress, you may be one of those people who are going like, "Why am I paying you?" And so this may be really helpful content to helping you make an objective decision, whether it's how do I filter down to picking a really good agent, or how do I maybe step out on my own and do this on my own, and what does that look like? So I hope that that might be something you're interested in. If it is, this is definitely for you. If you think this is going to be valuable, please like and subscribe so you can get the notifications on the new episodes I'm going to be rolling out. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next episodes. And I'm really excited about this, guys. So thanks for tuning in if you made it to the end. And super looking forward to putting out this content, and looking forward to your feedback. Really hoping this is going to be something that's valuable for a lot of people. And again, I'm just not seeing this out there. So I think this is really going to be cool. And I think you're going to get a lot of value out of this. Take care.